Hi traders, and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which is Monday the 6th of December. So starting with the FTSE, we spoke about the range we're in between 6990 and 7000 and 7196 to 7208. So we needed to get a sustained break above the 7196 to 208 area, then we're back into a chop zone, but can see moves back towards 7308 to 7316. And then we also said we had potential support within the range at 7079 to 87. So as you can see, the market sort of opened up around here at 71.60. We then sort of chopped around a little bit for the first sort of half an hour. Got this nice bullish candle here into this zone, and a little pop above the overnight highs and then a pullback. We did actually get a continuation pattern here. It's not one that I would necessarily have taken. Well, it's not one I would have taken just because we were coming towards the top of the range. We were into this resistance zone here. So if we'd got something above here and then this sort of pattern into this zone, that's something I definitely would have taken from. But this pattern here, although it's in isolation something that is good to note, not necessarily one that I would have taken myself, and obviously that's worked quite nicely. We then come back down and retested 71.60 area again around here. So my guess is we're probably going to have to adjust this zone down slightly tomorrow just to account for this price action here, as that seems to be where it's caught support today. We didn't get any deeper retracements, and we weren't going to buy towards the top of the range. It doesn't make any sense, especially when below that resistance area we're actually still negative on the market. So it didn't make any sense to buy into this resistance zone today, in my opinion. So we then came up in the afternoon session, and we had this little sort of false break signal here at the top of the zone, and then we got a nice strong bullish momentum above. We have got a continuation pattern here, although the risk to reward on this one really wouldn't make sense to me, but above there it does sort of make sense because it's a retest, a breakout, then a retest of this zone with a continuation of the moving averages to push higher. So we have pushed higher, we've broken above this zone, so we'll have to see the action overnight as to what we're looking for tomorrow. So let's go and take a look at the DAX. Right, so on the DAX we spoke about the range that we're in between 450 to 475 and 15,000 to 15,030, and we also spoke about an aggressive support which would have been at 170 to 195. So let's go and have a look at today's action on the DAX. Okay, so a bit like the FTSE, the opening sort of action was a little bit choppy. We did sort of just break the overnight highs, but we didn't have a zone there for this like little move back down, and it was just chopping around that zone anyway. We then got this really strong move down, impulsive move into 170 to 195, which we said could act as aggressive support. We then got an impulsive push through, and a fairly strong reaction back, and then it just held the overnight lows here. So this sort of did suggest that it was a false break of that area, and it was the aggressive support area. It wasn't completely clean because we did break below, but there was no acceptance below. So and then this consolidation pattern and a break higher was the catalyst for the move up. If this was not going to hold a support, what I would have expected to see was once we got into this zone, I would have expected something here, a reversal pattern, and then move on down into this support zone here, and then maybe even lower. The fact that we consolidated, we got a strong reaction up, then we consolidated and we pushed higher. The next impulsive move was up through here. That was the indication that this aggressive support zone was going to hold today. And as you can see, we then pushed higher. We got the reaction back there and then we got another reversal pattern here. If this had been outside the Bollinger Band, that may have been a good reversal to take. And then we just carried on higher as well. So again, unfortunately, nothing clear to be able to trade in the DAX today. But the zone, the aggressive support zone has held, and we've seen quite a big move up. We are still within the range on the DAX, a bit unlike the FTSEs, which has broken out of the top of the range. The DAX is still within the range. So DAX showing a little bit of weakness, but let's see what happens overnight, and we'll update in the morning's report as to what we can expect to see tomorrow. Alright guys, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.